Finally, Santi's app has made another Who's Gonna Dethrone every champion for October 2024. And this is also, something I always do. Like, I do this every month, and I have to wait till Santi's app makes one until, you know, so we can do this debate. If you haven't watched my last Who's Gonna Dethrone every champion video. So I'm doing just for the men's division for NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, but I'm not gonna do the women's division for NXT. I'm just gonna do it for Raw and SmackDown. That's like all it is. So without further ado, let's just get started. So the first champions that we are going to talk about is the NXT Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, which is known as Fraxium, I guess. So in my last video, I thought it was going to be the Hardys, and it was only for two reasons why. Is because the whole TNA and NXT collab that they were doing, and another thing is that I thought they were going to do Triple Crown Champions if they're also going to do those NXT and TNA collab. But I actually have to eliminate this tag team, and I have to just say, Santi's app's opinion, by default, it has to be Brooks Jensen and Shawn Spears. Really, I don't know this tag team very good, or know these two very good, because usually I don't watch NXT. I only watch Raw and SmackDown, because really that's like mostly what I grew up watching. And in NXT, it's like something I grew up watching, but there's like it's just something I just don't really watch. Now they're doing more fun stuff. I'm starting to watch it a little bit more, but now I don't know. But the thing is, I don't really know who these really are, and I don't know if they're good to beat these two. I don't know if they're good to beat those two tag teams. So it's just by default they're being tag team champions. Now the NXT North American Championship was on lockdown by Obafemi, because we thought me and Santi thought it was gonna be Javon Evans, and I was like really going for Javon Evans, because in my previous video, I went with the actual winner of the NXT North American Champion. And do you know who it was? Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, literally, Tony D'Angelo won. And I really didn't predict this. Well, I predicted this like a long time ago. But the thing is, I didn't expect him to win, because we're mostly leaning on Javon Evans. Now, who is he going to defeat it off of? Now, Santi Zab is predicting Javon Evans. Once again, Javon Evans is a really good wrestler. I'm predicting he could win it, but the thing is, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to, please don't take this personally. Well, okay, listen. I don't think they should put it on a black champion once again, or put it on a black wrestler once again. I feel like we should separate it until two more champions, and then that's where we can have it for Javon Evans or something. And to be honest, the perfect person to let Javon Evans have the championship, or to dethrone, so what I'm trying to say basically is that we should let Javon Evans dethroning off of Pete Dunne. Yes, when Pete Dunne defeats Tony D'Angelo for the North American Championship, I think it's going to go on Javon Evans mostly, because that's where the whole heel and face dynamic collide with each other. Now the face versus face colliding together, it's going to work, but I don't think Javon Evans is actually going to win. That's why I'm saying that Pete Dunne should win it outside of Javon Evans. Ethan Page was champion in my last video, and we were both predicting that Trick Williams is going to win it. And guess what? Since you see this NXT Championship on Trick Williams, he won. Because last time I said Joe Henry was going to win, but really, what happened is that he lost. I wasn't really looking at Trick Williams to be NXT champion again, because he wasn't really pushed as being world champion once again. I just didn't really see it. That's really all. I just kind of gave up. That's really all. Now, who I think is going to dethrone Trick Williams? The obvious answer should be Obafemi, but after thinking about this and after digging for some information, I feel like I feel like Wesley should do it. Yes, it should be Wesley. Think about it. It should be more of. I feel like this championship should be more passing the torch, like how Braun Breaker kind of did with Carmelo Hayes, how Carmelo Hayes kind of did it for Ilya Dragunov, and how Ilya Dragunov did to Trick Williams. And then that's why they stopped and do it, and they did it for Ethan Page a little bit, and then Trick Williams once again, and then I feel like it should be Wesley doing it. I feel like they should just pass the torch to Wesley first, and then that's where Obafemi should do it once again. Should beat Wesley, and especially this rivalry would go big in history, especially with Obafemi and Wesley had history with each other. I feel like it's going to work. So in our last videos, we said that Jade Cargill and Bianca are still tag team champions, and we also said that will be Damage Control. I am not switching this up because Santi Zab kind of had proved my point basically, and let's just move on to the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax. Now in our last videos, we did say that will be Tiffany Stratton. Now in my last videos, I did say I thought it would be Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, or Jade Cargill. Now, obviously, Charlotte Flair is out. Now, Tiffany Stratton, she needs to cash in. And then Jade Cargill, I thought she was going to be a babyface for a little while. And then when she turns heel, that's going to set up Bianca and Jade. And then, now what if Jade Cargill turns heel when Tiffany Stratton cashes in her Money in the Bank contract, and then that will still set up Jade Cargill and Bianca at WrestleMania or something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She just really needs to cash in. Liv Morgan is still your World Women's Champion, and we all thought, me and Santi really thought it would be Rhea Ripley. Now he is sticking with Rhea Ripley. But guess what? I'm not, because she really defeated Rhea Ripley like 3 times, and she only defeated her, and then Rhea Ripley defeated her once. Oh, the NBA Hall of Fame is about to turn on in a little bit, so I gotta see if this is going to be quick, or I don't know if it's today, like right now. So let's come back to WWE. So after thinking about this, it can be anybody. So, and then once again, it can be anybody, right? Think about it. So, it could be her next feud against the whole White Six. And it's not going to be Nikki Cross. It's going to be another member, which is her, Alexa Bliss. Think about it. It's Alexa Bliss. Okay, once again, I said think about it. She had history with Liv Morgan as a tag team. Do you guys remember that? They were a tag team. Same for Asuka, same for Alexa. That's like, it was 3 people. They had like this little faction going on. And then that's when Liv Morgan cashed in her Money in the Bank contract. Alexa and Asuka became tag team champions, right? And then I'm thinking it should be Alexa Bliss dethroning Liv Morgan. Remember, she has won multiple world championships before. And I feel like she's not going to drop. I don't feel like WWE is not going to drop the ball on Alexa Bliss. JD and Finn. Let me tell you something, brother. Okay. They only defend their titles once against the New Day, and really sounds as I thought it would be the New Day, but guess what? It wouldn't. I don't even get why you put the tag team titles if they're not going to defend the tag titles at all. Think about it. It's like, literally, no one can defeat them. Because in my last video, let me tell you about Santi Zap's opinion. Now, in Santi Zap's opinion, he thinks it's going to be someone like the LWO. Now, I'm predicting it will be the LWO because in my later video, like in my previous video, I did say it will be the LWO, New Catch Republic, the New Day, or who else did I say? Or Awesome Truth. But guess what? Awesome Truth has broken up. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are like split up because Pete Dunne is doing his own thing, and then Tyler Bate is injured basically. And then the New Day are starting to break up. The OWO is the only one that is stable to become tag team champions. But I'm not just going to say the OWO. And I'm thinking, do you know who I'm thinking is going to be the Wyatt Six? Because I did say that in my last video. Whether it's going to be a mixture of Bray Wyatt, I mean that is not Bray Wyatt. Whether it's going to be Bo and Dexter, Bo and who is this? Eric, or I really need to learn the names. And also I know that is not Dexter. That is Dexter. That is Josh, right? Or Josh Briggs, right? Or Joe Gacy. I'm always getting this confused. I need to learn their names and everything. But yeah, I think it's going to be the Wyatt Six though. Now, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the Bloodline, has been on lockdown for these tag team championships. They had a good match for the WWE Tag Team Championships in a ladder match with the Street Profits and DIY. Now, in my last video, in Santi Zap's last video, he thinks it's going to be Roman and Jimmy. And the thing is, I don't even think Roman and Jimmy are going to win the tag team titles because we all know that Roman Reigns will chase after the WWE Championship when Cody Rhodes is done with Gunther, or if Cody Rhodes gets thrown by The Rock, and he'll chase after The Rock for the WWE Championship. So I am substituting Roman for Jay, as I'm really going to say it's going to be the Usos. Now we're going to talk about Jay later, and guess what? If the Usos are going to win those tag team championships, they should do it. They shouldn't really have a long title reign. They should just drop it for a few months, and then they can do their own thing on different divisions or different brands or something. Now we got my dude LA Knight, winning the US Championship off of Logan Paul. Now, in my last video, I did say, and Santi Zap's last video, we thought it would be Carmelo Hayes. And guess what? They had a match. He lost. I'm not going to say that's the end for Carmelo Hayes because he got distracted by Andrade. And and another thing, I actually have someone else kind of better than Carmelo Hayes. Because remember, in my last video, I did say it'll be Jacob Fatu. And guess what? If Jacob Fatu wins the US Championship, it can bring more storyline to the whole entire bloodline. Like, what if Solo Sikoa or Jacob Fatu, they had a match, and then Solo Sikoa wins? Like, I'm kind of thinking about the future, basically. Excuse me. And that's really it. Braun Breaker was champion in my last video, and in my last video I did say it'll be John Cena, but guess what? It didn't happen. But I also did say it will be someone else, and guess what? It was the winner in real life. Literally, Jey Uso won the actual championship, and I didn't really expected this because I thought it would be at Bad Blood because he already had like 2 months of a world title reign. Well, basically of just a title reign, and basically just in general. But since they only let him have it for a month, that was just unexpected. That's really all. Now, Santi Zap is really predicting, and I'm starting to predict this too, not just because of Santi Zap, just because after thinking about this, it was like, okay, this kind of makes sense. It will be Dominic Mysterio. But the thing is, I don't want Dominic Mysterio to win, but it's going to be good for WWE and thinking about it. Now, here's the thing. I don't even think it's going to be Dominic Mysterio because after thinking about it, I'm thinking of a match with John Cena at WrestleMania. Okay. There's someone else that is kind of better as a heel than Dominic Mysterio. The Miz. Yeah. It should be The Miz. If I'm really thinking about this, that if The Miz wins his ninth Intercontinental Championship, it'll be a record, and then John Cena dethrones The Miz for a WrestleMania rematch that has happened since WrestleMania 27. And guess what? They never had a match once again. It should be a rematch that has been in the making for about how long? 13, I think that's 13 years or something. Yeah, no. 13, 14. Yeah, basically 13 years. Yeah, I have to think about that because, I'm 14 and then there's no 12 years. Yeah, 12 years in the making for a WrestleMania Dream match. And then the rivalry continues with R-Truth and The Miz. They have a match. And then that's when R-Truth finds his childhood hero, John Cena. Gunther has been world champion since WrestleMania for about 2 months now. And I'm thinking, Santi Zap is thinking it'll be Braun Breaker winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I am thinking it's going to be Braun Breaker, but at the same time, Braun Breaker has pinned Gunther before. And I don't even think it's going to happen again because I don't even think that it'll happen. Just because you remember how remember when Drew McIntyre was remember Drew McIntyre versus Gunther? They had like this what is it? What am I trying to say? They had this this Survivor Series NXT. I think it was NXT versus another brand. I think it was SmackDown or Raw. I don't know. He already pinned him. He already pinned the world champion before. Now thinking about it, now Drew McIntyre had a match with Gunther at SummerSlam at 2023. He lost. And guess what? If Braun Breaker does the same thing, I don't even think it will be Braun Breaker. I am thinking it's going to be John Cena. Literally 17 times for World Championship. That needs to be it. Unless if they don't even do John Cena. And that's where I bring in John Cena. That's where it becomes more of a like, okay, this makes sense. CM Punk. Now, it depends. If you want CM Punk, John Cena, or Braun Breaker dethroning Gunther, I'm mostly going to lean on John Cena. But at the same time, I'm going to go for CM Punk. Cody Rhodes is the longest reigning champion right now. And guess what? Me and Santi are thinking the same thing. Guess what? Santi, you're not reaching on this because I am agreeing with you. And it should be the final boss dethroning Cody Rhodes. And guess what? A lot of people are thinking that Roman Reigns is going to do it. Randy Orton is going to do it. Kevin Owens. And probably just so many people. But I feel like the final boss should main event WrestleMania 41 against his cousin Roman Reigns. The final boss should dethrone Cody Rhodes. The final boss should win the WWE Championship. And that's really it. That's really all it is. He should dethrone the championship. He should dethrone Cody Rhodes for probably around Survivor Series because that's where he made his WWE debut, or at Royal Rumble. It doesn't matter because I heard that Rock is not going to be at WrestleMania 41. It's like a possibility. But the thing is, Rock is the final boss. He's going to do whatever he wants. Alright, y'all, that is the end of the video. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below, give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Lovers. And yeah, it's gonna be the end of fall break for me, so I'm gonna be relaxing, do my own I'm gonna do my own thing. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.